In today's episode, we uncover stories that time tried to erase. The lost, the strange, and the unbelievable tales of kings and emperors who defied fate itself. Men who crowned their horses, fought the sea, and drank poison in pursuit of immortality. Men like Caligula, Vlad the Impaler, and Napoleon, rulers whose power blurred the line between genius and madness. Their legacies shaped empires, and their obsessions nearly destroyed them. From emperors who waged war against the sea to kings who ruled through fear and fire, history is filled with brilliance twisted by obsession. Power built their empires, but madness sealed their fate. You're watching Forgotten Chronicle HQ, uncovering the stories time tried to erase. He drank mercury every day because he thought it would make him live forever. His name was Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. The man who unified the Great Wall, built a vast empire, and buried an army of terracotta soldiers to guard him in the afterlife. But power wasn't enough. He wanted eternity. Obsessed with immortality, he ordered alchemists to create an elixir that could defeat death. Their solution? Liquid mercury, deadly poison disguised as magic. The emperor swallowed it daily, believing it would make him divine. Instead, it killed him. When archaeologists opened his tomb, they found rivers of mercury flowing through it, a deadly echo of his dream for eternal life. He returned from the dead, leading an army. This is the legend of King Alfonso VI, ruler of Leon and Castile. The warrior who united a kingdom and divided his enemies. With power comes the envy of men. When rebellion erupted, Alfonso was struck down in battle, his body never found. His rivals declared him dead and took the throne for themselves. Months later, rumors spread of a mysterious commander in the north, leading an army under the royal crest of Leon. He reclaimed his lands, defeated his enemies, and restored his crown. Whether through cunning, fate, or divine will, Alfonso became the king who cheated death. Imagine being so paranoid. You executed everyone who shared your blood, even your own sons. This wasn't a madman from legend. His name was Emperor Yongle, ruler of the Ming dynasty and one of China's most powerful emperors. But Yongle's rise to power came with blood. He took the throne by force, overthrowing his own nephew, the rightful emperor. Fearing revenge, he saw enemies everywhere, even within his family. He began purging anyone with royal blood who could claim his throne: brothers, nephews, cousins, even their children. No one was spared. Generations wiped out by their own emperor. When he died, no heirs remained. Who carried his bloodline? Only his empire's ghosts. History remembers him not as the emperor who built Beijing's Forbidden City, but as the one who murdered his own legacy. Rome had its fair share of strange emperors, but none quite like Caligula. Legend says he loved his horse, Incitatus, so much that he gave it a marble stable, an ivory manger, and even servants to feed it oats mixed with gold flakes. But that wasn't enough. Caligula supposedly planned to make Incitatus a senator, and some sources even say a consul, one of Rome's highest officers. Historians still debate whether this was madness or a clever insult to Rome's politicians, mocking them by showing a horse could do their job. Either way, It's one of history's strangest stories, and just one example of how wild the Roman Empire really was. One Roman emperor was so outrageous, he actually declared war on the ocean. In 39 CE, Emperor Caligula ordered his soldiers to march to the English Channel to prepare for a campaign against Britain. But when they got there, things took a very strange turn. Instead of attacking an enemy, Caligula commanded his men to stab their swords into the waves, declaring war on Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. There, spoils of war, seashells, collected and carried back to Rome as trophies of victory. Napoleon Bonaparte once lost a battle against rabbits. After a military victory, Napoleon planned a rabbit hunt for his men. Thousands of rabbits were released, but instead of running, they charged straight at Napoleon and his soldiers. Turns out, they were farm rabbits who thought they were being fed. Not every emperor falls to armies. Sometimes it's bunnies. He became a king by complete accident. He was never meant to rule anything. William was the illegitimate son of a duke, mocked by nobles and ignored by kings. But fate has a strange sense of humor. When his father died suddenly, William, barely a teenager, inherited Normandy. Every rival wanted him dead, yet somehow he survived. Years later, a promise from England's dying king gave him a claim to the throne. But when that promise was broken, William did what no knight before him dared. He built an army, crossed the sea, and changed history forever. On the fields of Hastings, 1066, the outcast knight became a king. William never planned to rule England, but destiny doesn't ask for permission. He began as a knight and became a legend. He fought with fire, fear, and bats. When the Ottoman army marched on his land, Vlad the Impaler didn't fight like a king. He fought like a nightmare. It was 1462. The Sultan's forces outnumbered him 20-1. So Vlad planned a night attack, waiting until the first light of dawn would shine directly into his enemy's eyes. As the sun rose, he struck, fires lit, chaos spread, and clouds of bats erupted from the trees. The terrified soldiers believed demons had descended from the sky. By sunrise, the Ottoman camp was burning, and the name Vlad Dracula was carved into legend. He didn't fight with mercy. He fought with fear, and fear won. These stories remind us, no matter how high they rose, every ruler was still human. And in the end, it wasn't their enemies who destroyed them, it was themselves. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more tales of power, tragedy, and the strange corners of history. Follow Forgotten Chronicle Q for more stories history tried to forget.